Hello, hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so... we're just grinding. Continuing the grind for the, getting all the limit breaks. Ooh, goodness. Okay, so Barrett. Just need to kill some stuff to get into level 2. Okay, so I looked it up as well. For Cloud, we have to get his level 4 is at the Golden Saucer. So I need to go there and grind that for a bit as well. Oh, come on. I like how the actual animation for Sid gets slower since he's under the effect of slow. Oh my god, look at how much HP Barrett has. Holy shit. Okay. Hopefully we can stop getting back attacked by those two eye-legged freaks and we can start getting mobs. There we go, that's what we need. Okay, hit him with that. Excellent. Okay, yeah, more of that, hopefully. Less the two-legged eye monstrosities. Oh, that'll do. Oh, Jesus. Grenade bomb. Aha! Okay, so once you get grenade bomb, then you... Okay, so level 2. Okay, so then I have to do it 8 times. Okay. Out of the jungles into the plains. Yeah, I should heal Barrett up a little bit. Oh no, back shots. Yeah. Just kill him. Just kill him regular. We need the xenomorph thing. Oh, right. So, was it today? I think it was today. Maybe it was yesterday. Days get kind of blurry and fused together. But Square Enix announced that they are releasing a upgraded version of the original copy of Final Fantasy VII for Steam, and that people who already own the game are going to be getting that upgrade for free. Which I kind of have, like, mixed thoughts about. Because, like, it's been cool, like, when Doom had that. Because then, like, oh, it's Doom, and then it has, like, all the expansion packs, like Final Doom and things like that. Then you also get it bundled with Doom 2 as well. But I'm not really sure what they can do to the PC port for... I mean, I guess maybe just, like, tweak it so that it has some of the quality of life stuff that this mod I have installed does, like being able to remap the buttons since the normal layout is kind of trash. And also maybe have it like you can set, kind of like in like Bravely Default, where you can set like not difficulty, but the there we go. Like set encounter rates, so if you're trying to grind, you can do a lot more. Or if you're just trying to get through somewhere without getting harassed, you can do it that way too. Ooh, that takes a lot of health out of Barret. Don't die. Okay, is that gonna do it? Okay, so that's one. I'm just like the other thing that they announced with it, because they haven't really said like any details. They just said we're releasing an upgraded and enhanced version of Final Fantasy VII. It's going to be available for anyone that's purchased the game. They'll be upgraded for free, etc., etc. It's like, but saves will not be compatible between the two versions, so that has me worried. Like, are they doing like, will it show up as two different things in my Steam library? Because they did that like when they did... Holy Jesus. Ah, crap. Son of a bitch. Ah, fuck. So if I do that, he's gonna die. Okay, I guess not. Oh, he's at... Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, like just the wording of it, that it saves will not be compatible between the two versions, makes me think it's either A, going to show up as two different items in your Steam library, or that like if you're going to lose like your save, which I'd be very pissed about, because I think it's coming out like soon, so it's like, oh, I got all the way to the end of the game, just doing like a little bit of grinding, so you know, get every little bit of thing that you can, squeeze as much blood from the stone as you can, just to lose all that progress due to them releasing a new version of the game. I really hope that's not the case. And if it is, I might just have to... I mean, I'm not sure if I would like to try and do like the Ruby and Emerald fights, just because I'm not sure if I want to put in the time to do the grind for that. Yeah, shit. But if they release it like... Oh, whoops. I thought that was on Barret. There it is. There we go. Almost. Ah, shit. I gotta put Fury on him. That's what it is. And shoot. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so that one's at 3. 4. Hello. This one's still on 2. I think that was that 3 or 4? That's either the 3rd or 4th time, so I gotta do it 4 to 5 more times, and then Barret will be at level. Get the other one unlocked, then just kill a bunch of people. Oh, good, Xenomorph. Okay, that's... Okay, good, good, good. Kick. Kick. White Wind. And last kick. And kaboom. Okay, let me... What is it? Hyper? Yes. Okay, so that should get Barret a bit faster. We're doing donuts. Yep, yep. I got the Final Fantasy wiki open on a... Okay, yeah, Cloud, you can do that. Got the Final Fantasy wiki open. It has the list on the limit break page for like how... like many you gotta do. He died before they even were back on the screen. I like that water. I don't know what it is. Just like the little like flashing white and blue, light blue pixels. I don't know. It's just... I like it. Yeah, because I figured I gotta do that next. I was actually saying, because, like, oh, Sid's got his now. As I'm it was either today or yesterday, because time's kind of blurry, that Square Enix said that they're releasing a updated version of Final Fantasy VII Original for people who... It's going to be released on Steam, and if you already have a copy, you're going to get the free upgrade. Kind of like what they did with, like, not them, but in general, like what happens with, like, Doom when that game got its update. So it has me a bit worried because they say saves won't be transferable between the two. So it's having me like, oh god, is it gonna upgrade my version of the game and then I just lose all my progress? I would be so pissed if that happens. But they said like between the two versions of the game, so I'm hoping that it's just gonna be like a new item added to your Steam library, as like, oh, Final Fantasy VII PC 2026 edition or whatever, and that this doesn't like screw my save. I really hope that doesn't happen. Oh goody, just one. Oh, nope. Oh, thank God. Oh, I am so happy about that then. That's what I was really worrying about, like... Oh, no. Get all the way to the very end just get screwed over like that. I would have been so upset. I'm very glad they're keeping this version. I don't have to worry about that. Not really sure what they can really add to this. I mean, maybe they're just like future-proofing it. Because I know Final Fantasy 13 doesn't work too well on modern computers. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Because like with Doom, when it got updated, when they said, "Oh, here's the new version of the game," it removed your old version of Doom and it upgraded it to the new version, and you just had to like kind of start over. So I was like, that's what I was thinking like was gonna happen. Because they did the same thing with like Doom 3, where you can't buy Doom 3 anymore, you just get stuck with the Doom 3 BFG edition, which in my humble opinion is the inferior version of Doom 3. I'm just curious what are they actually going to add? Are they going to make it so you can actually have like proper controller support and like be able to remap controls, or add like some quality of life stuff like from Bravely Default so you can change like encounter rates? Just not too sure what they can really do besides maybe just future-proof it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my goodness, Sid. Okay, now we can do it. Yeah, that better controller compatibility would be like the main thing for me, because like I had to install that one mod you recommended just so I can like remap controls to a way that's more comfortable. Which I'm fine like installing mods, but ooh, nice Sid. But it does get like a little annoying, like just like out of the gate having to do that. Like it's not a deal breaker, but it is more comfortable just having the game work the way you want it to out of the gate. I should save. Okay, so Sid's at level 1, 2. That's understandable, because like that's kind of like me with like Mass Effect, because I played Mass Effect Trilogy vanilla. I also didn't have the DLC because I couldn't get it, because my Xbox was like the original model that didn't have like built-in Wi-Fi. So whenever I wanted to go play like multiplayer stuff, I had to go to my friend's house who had the Wi-Fi like adapter thing put onto it. So like I would always have to go to his place until his Xbox had a Red Ring of Death and he got a new one. Then he gave me his wireless thingamabobber on it. So I was very happy when I got that. But like for Mass Effect, when I play it like on PC now, I just install like so many mods, because like I've played this game so much. Mainly Mass Effect 2 and 3, because like Mass Effect 1, I like it, but I do just kind of just want to get through it. I feel like most of the mods that you find, at least on Nexus, are also for 2 and 3. You don't really see as many mods for the first game. That's fair. I never had a red ring. I got lucky. I never had it happen to myself, but my friend had it happen to him, but only once. But that is still like in a just really bad look. Like it was bad then, but looking back, it's like that's amazing that they released a console that would have a bug, not even a bug, where it would literally kill itself. That is, how did you ship this? What? Okay, so hammer blow. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so that's 160 kills now. Okay. That's what I've heard. Like, I didn't have it happen to me very often, but I've heard, like, from people who worked, like, a lot of in-game stores at the time, that was, like, a really common thing, and, like, Microsoft, like, if I remember right, you could send it to Microsoft for them to fix it. Yeah, like I said, I never had it happen to me. I had, like, one of the old, fat, white models. Never had any issue with it. I would say that's probably just extraordinary luck. I didn't have very good luck with Nintendo DS's though, because those things were so flimsy. I loved my DS, but the top screen would break like just so often. Like, not even like the screen would get cracked or anything like that. It would just be like, just like flipping it up and down, I guess, too much would just cause like the screws or whatever to just come undone, and the top screen would just come swiveling off. I had that happen to one of them, and my mom was so annoyed at me because It was like, oh, it broke. You know, that was like a big gift. Now we gotta get another one, blah, blah, blah. It's like, sorry, mommy. That's why I was really happy that the 3DS, or the 2DS version of the 3DS, it wasn't a flip screen. Because, like, I was like, nope, I don't want to deal with this shit breaking on me. I will take how much clunkier this thing is to carry around if it means it won't break on me. Wait, how many was that? 160? 160 kills, okay. Well, it's gonna be a while. I never had the SP though. I really wanted a SP. Like, I remember I asked for it for Christmas and I didn't get it, and I was like, Santa. I asked Santa for that shit. Like, I was like, we went to like the mall, Santa sat on his lap, he asked me, what do you want for Christmas? I said, the Game Boy Advance SP. He's like, oh, you'll get it, Sonny. And I didn't get it. I lost all hope in Santa after that. Because I had the regular Game Boy Advance, and I still have it. It doesn't work. I just still have its just corpse left. I definitely agree the Game Boy Advance. That is... I wish mine still worked in that... Well, I'm not going to say that because most Game Boy games don't work anymore either. Because, like, from what I understand, like, a lot of the internal batteries in most of them are dying. And it's the same, like, issue with, like, a lot of real old SNES cartridges and also, like, PS1 CDs. Just, like, disc rot and things like that. It's causing a lot of them to die. But I loved my Game Boy Advance. I remember Eel was born. Huh? I remember I would... Because, like, it wasn't backlit like the Game Boy Advance SP was. So I'd always have to play it angled at the sun. Or if I was playing it at night when I was supposed to be in bed, I'd have to, like, get, like, a flashlight or some other type of light to be able to play it. As I remember playing Pokemon Emerald just a ton. Emerald and Fire Red, playing a ton of it just by, like, flashlight. Because I couldn't see it. They had a light detector? That's cool. I feel like for some reason video games are one of the hardest forms of art to preserve. Because, like, paintings, those are like actual works of art, paintings, things like that. Those are usually kept in museums and they are very closely monitored. So their preservation's like pretty decently taken care of. And then music, I feel, you know, they're on CDs, they're on MP3s. I don't think we're ever gonna like lose access to music. And then film, like, we've lost a lot of film, especially like really old black and white films, due to like poor preservation and things like that. I feel like film preservation is taken very seriously by like most people. I feel like video game preservation, outside of like, pirates and things like that aren't pirates and collectors, I would say, isn't treated with the same kind of respect like most other art forms are, unfortunately. Because like most books are available, you're not gonna not have access to most books or most forms of music, most films. Well, actually, I take that back. I feel like some, like, with the advent of like streaming and like Netflix, I feel like film preservation could definitely be in danger. Because if that merger, or if Netflix buys Warner Brothers, I definitely am going to be afraid of, since Netflix just does not give a shit about films as an art form, that they would, because they said like they would cut physical releases and cut movie releases in theaters. It's like, oh, okay, that's going to kill film. You know, whenever I'm at like an old retro game store, they have a lot of Nintendo stuff. I'm always worried if it's actually legitimate or if it's like the, not counterfeit, but they make like copies of it, and it's like, oh, this has like an updated internal battery. We took all the components out. It's not really the same game, but you know, it's almost the same. I don't blame you. When I was younger, I was like, no, piracy bad. You should always get everything. And I'm still a proponent for actually like purchasing things. Like when I want music, I don't use like Spotify or anything like that. Is I go buy the CD and I rip the CD and I have like all my CDs ripped onto my computer as MP3 files. And like same with like movies and shows. If I like it, I go and purchase. Like I won't do this for anime unless it's very special to me. But like for movies and shows, I go and buy it and then I just watch it on my Blu-ray. I don't really use like streaming services. But like for anime, I'm anime and cartoon specifically. I am perfectly fine sailing the 7 seas for. Not because I don't value them as art forms, but because like most anime releases, like physical, are just absolute steals. Like they're not steals, like ripoffs. Ah shit, I shut up. Crap. Because like I remember when fuck, I keep skipping Barrett. Because I remember when like Kill La Kill was coming out on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and they were charging like $60 per Blu-ray disc, and it was like 4 episodes of Blu-ray disc. It's like, there is no way in hell you can convince me that you cannot fit the entirety of Kill La Kill on 1 Blu-ray disc and just sell that shit for $60 if you want to charge that much for it. I think that's a ripoff, but if you want to charge that much for, what, 26 episodes? Whatever, sure. But $60 for 4 episodes for a 24-episode season? You're out of your goddamn mind to think anyone's going to pay that kind of money. And that's like how like most anime releases are, at least from what I see. There are some that are released, usually shorter seasons or shorter shows get released at like 1 Blu-ray, because I got like the last anime convention I was at, not anime convention, but just like convention in general, I managed to find a copy of Tokyo Mew Mew, the new Tokyo Mew Mew season 1 and 2, both of them on Blu-ray. They're both like reasonably priced. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll get this. This is more comfortable watching this on TV in my room with my Blu-ray than watching it on my phone or my computer on the 7 Seas. They had a copy of Gushing Over Magical Girls as well, but I was kind of tapped out monetary-wise, but I really wanted to grab that as well because it was the unrated version, which is the only way to watch that show. So hopefully that vendor's there and they still have a copy, because I would love to pick that up this year. Ooh. When last time I was in a retro game store, because it's like near the comic shop I like, they had, I don't remember what it's called, because they were trying to sell it to me because they saw me looking at old games. I feel bad for forgetting what it was. But it was some type of console that allows you to play Super Famicom, Famicom, SNES, and NES, Famicom, Super Famicom, and then like Sega consoles as well. And I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. And they're like, yeah, it's like $200. Like, I'm good. I got all those on my other machine. Thank you. Hammer blow. Hello. How are you? Now that's a steal. Why can't I target the big guy? Good job, Sid. I remember JonTron did a video that, granted, this is like a decade-old episode, if I remember right, where he talked about, like, plug-and-play games, because I remember those when I was a kid. Oh god, I'm old. You plug it in and it'd have, like, some crappy, like, SpongeBob game or whatever, because the controller would be like SpongeBob or whatever. They covered like an episode on that and how like there'd be like a lot of bootleg ones that would just have like a bunch of random NES games on it, and so like hundreds of games, and it's just some bootleg Chinese version of Mario. Who's that one rapper? Because like he was like trying to make a game and then it turned out to be like a scam, and like he was like stealing a bunch of stuff from some other company. I forget who it was or if that's exactly how it went down. I just remember seeing something about it on Twitter and going, yep, that sounds about right. People fall for anything. Rein! Zap! I was just getting over this cough, and now like with the weather going back, or the weather turning as cold as it has, I've just been coughing a lot. So I hope that with like the change in like how cold it's gotten, that it's not gonna make me sick again. Because granted what I had was strep, so hopefully it's not gonna be that. But it's just been annoying because like I thought I was getting better. There we go. I would believe it. Shaq Fu, that sounds fun. Is that where that meme came from? Because I remember that being a joke, like an early, like late 2000s, early 2010s, like Shaq Fu. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, that's on Steam? I can get a copy of Shaq Fu? Yeah, I gotta look at this. Hang on. Holy shit, there's a copy of Shaq Fu. Oh, it's a remaster, okay. That looks fun. Shit, I gotta get, oh, it's on sale. Fuck that, I'm buying that. Sorry to interrupt, I'm buying Shaq Fu. I should stream that, that'd be silly. Brother has actually seen, like, he hasn't like met Shaq, but he's like seen him in person at like events and things. And like apparently, like, I haven't seen the man. I know he's an absolute giant, but from what my brother says, like, you don't really get a sense for this how huge Shaq is until you actually see him in person. Which I believe he looks gigantic just like from video. I can't imagine how imposing he is in person. Because when I was a kid, like, Michael Jordan was like it was Michael Jordan. I know, what was it? Kobe, before he passed, was like younger folks' version like Michael Jordan, and then Shaq's always been like Shaq. Mainly, I know Michael Jordan. I'm gonna be honest. I mainly know him because I never really been like really into sports. So I mainly know Michael Jordan from watching, what was it? Space Jam? Where everyone knows what Space Jam is. But yeah, Shaq Fu Remaster is on Steam. It's like $4 right now. It's usually like 20. I gotta say, I miss early internet. Like, everything nowadays is just, it's all just social media, TikTok, well, Facebook's mainly boomers now. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You don't have forums anymore. You don't really have, like, things like YouTube, where it used to be people would just make stuff because they wanted to and it would be fun. And now you got like Mr. Beast and things like that, where people just make garbage and then they just get millions of dollars from doing that. Oh, I don't care if it's not good or not. I'm just buying it for the joke. I'm doing it for the bit. Just the notion of Shaq being a martial artist is humorous enough to me for me to spend $4, even if it's a shit game. I am willing to put money for something that silly. It's like Cthulhu Saves Christmas. It's like, it doesn't need to be good. The premise alone just sells it. Okay, so that... And then, like, also, it's funny because, like, I grew up in the Wild West days of the internet, and the internet back then was legitimately safer than it is now. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed in, like, the Boy Scouts. I wasn't allowed to go. I went to, like, a summer camp, but it wasn't, like, an overnight stay one because, like, my parents were rightfully afraid of, like, pedophiles and stuff. Can I say that word on Twitter? Fuck it. I'm not monetized. I don't give a shit. But then, like, you know, this is also when like To Catch a Predator and things like that were popular, like on TV. So like, and people actually abided by basic internet logic of don't use your name anywhere, don't put your pictures out there because people can do weird shit with your pictures. And for some goddamn reason, people don't follow this anymore. That's like internet rule number one. Don't put anything about yourself out there. But like it, like back in the day, like you had areas like of the internet that were just designed for kids. And like, yeah, there might have been some creeps on there, maybe, possibly, but it was, I don't know, it felt harder. Like I was on like Club Penguins, Neopets, things like that, things that were designed for kids. And you don't have sites like that anymore, designed just for kids. Everything is just social media, or, I mean, and then like kids are just in areas that are designed for adults as well. You know, you don't have like a Club Penguin now. I guess maybe the, I don't know anything about Roblox. I know kids are on it and there's like a lot of social predators on it as well. But that's from what, I don't even know if it's a site or if it's like an app, or I don't know anything about it. I just know it's like popular with kids, but I don't know if it was made for kids. And it's certainly not monitored to make sure kids are safe. It's just wild to me, like how, you know, when the internet was still new, people had a better understanding of how to be safe on it. And now people grown up with it and they just act dumb with it. Don't abide by basic ideas of safety. That's why I don't really try. I mean, I have a Twitter for like my VTubing stuff and for my writing stuff, but those are just like required. Just, I try not to use it too much just because social media is designed to make you angry and to like rot your brain. Like literally, like TikTok is so bad for your brain. I forget which, well, like, I forget who did the study, but it was done and it was found like, yeah, using TikTok, just watching it all day will literally rot your brain. You should pick up a book instead. Just don't be on TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever they're called. Ooh, cool effect. And also, I really hope the AI bubble bursts soon, because like, it's absolutely killed sites like DeviantArt. I'm not sure like how bad it's affected like fanfiction.net, because I don't really go there as much. I prefer like Archive of Our Own. Their tagging system's better, and it's just easier to find good stories there. But like, I grew up with like fanfiction.net and DeviantArt for finding like artwork and stories. And like, you go to DeviantArt now, and it's literally just all AI crap. It's like, why? There's like no good site for West. I mean, there's Pixiv, but that's mainly used by like Japanese artists. There's like no like good Western equivalent. Maybe Newgrounds, but I don't know. Newgrounds is just kind of niche, I feel, compared to like how nebulous DeviantArt was. Even if even if the site became notorious for like the amount of fetishy, not safe for work content on there, you could still find like a lot of cool artwork and things. Because I remember like even like when I was in high school, I'd be able to find cool just like Mass Effect art, just like of the characters and things like that. Okay, that was 2, so I just gotta do this 4 more times. Actually, let me... Wait, who has it? Oh, Yuffie has it. Okay, that's where the other one is. Okay. Okay, so that way I can heal in case Cloud's busy. I remember MySpace. I specifically remember it because I wasn't allowed to have one. Because like I remember my parents had it, and like they would be on it in like the family computer in the living room. And then it'd be like, nope, you're not allowed. I would ask them like, can I have a MySpace? And like, no, you're too young to have MySpace. This is for grown-ups. And then I got like a Facebook when I was in like high school, because that's like when it started getting popular with like teenagers and stuff. And then after that, I deleted it when I was in like college, because I was like, yeah, I don't need this. The trim UI sounds familiar. That. I'm not sure if that's what the guy was trying to... No, it wasn't a guy, it was a lady, my bad. Not sure if that's what the lady was trying to sell me at that store. AOL Messenger? No, because I got rid of my Facebook back when I was in like college. Or when I started college. So my Facebook's been gone for like a while. I know, like, some, like... Oh, MSN, okay. I remember I used Yahoo Chat. Was that what it was called? I forget what it was called. The, like, chat system in, like, Yahoo. Because I remember... Because, like, I would use it to, like, talk to my friends in, like, middle school. And we would also like send emails to each other. I remember really liking like the customization you could do for like your little avatar in the Yahoo Chat thing, because like you would make like your little avatar and then show them like when you're not like animated or anything, but like your avatar or your like profile picture would be the avatar you made. And it'd just be like fun just to like mess with it. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, nowadays, the only people that use Facebook are boomers, and they're just getting exposed to, like, just non-stop AI crap or scams. And it's like, yep. Did anything happen with that metaverse or whatever they called it? Because it was like very clearly just the same thing as VR chat, but worse. Oh, nice. Straight out of the gate. I lost track. Is this 5? I figure that there's just too much money from like, I figure since the company that owns Facebook also owns like Instagram, I figure that there's like just too much money being like the amount of scams that run on Facebook and amount of ads and things like that. I figure that the ad revenue that they get keeps it up and running, even if it's not actually being used by anyone outside like boomers. If I were to take a guess, along with like whatever revenue that they get from like Instagram. I've never had an Instagram. I've never used it. I'm not entirely sure how it all works. I've been told I should make one for like writing, because like apparently like a lot of authors have like Instagram accounts and that they're good for like advertising your book, but I just don't give a shit. I don't care enough about social media to try that. I've also been told like make a TikTok because apparently book talk's good for selling books. It's like I'm not the person to do that. On Barrett, I think it's level... I need to check, because Sid and Barrett both have them. Or all three of them have it. But Barrett has the one that has the most amount of XP. Barrett's HP plus is at level 4. And same for Sid. So what I'm doing is I'm having them level these up. Because Cloud has his. This isn't going up very much. I'm having them use it. So that way when like the grind session for the limit breaks are done, I can just slap these on Tifa and Yuffie and then go like, all right, good. You guys are going to be unkillable now. And then like give them their like own HP plus ones, but mainly I just want to focus on the party I use, like Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie. After Barrett's done, I'm probably going to do Kate Shi just because it's very easy to do from what I see. Yeah, I never hear anything good about, like, people ask me sometimes why I stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. And it's partially because I just don't like Twitch. Like, it's, from what I see, like, I find the UI on Twitch to be very unintuitive. It's such a pain for me to try and navigate that site. But also, every time I, like, try to watch anything, it's just ads, 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 ads. It's like, I don't, stop it. And on top of that, VTubers just get banned there at the drop of the hat, and then you have people who literally like abuse animals, but because they're big, they don't get like any, they get like a slap on the wrist. You know, if I was on there streaming with my model, even though there's nothing provocative about my model, I just get banned for whatever. Someone else can go and torture their dog, and no one will bat an eye. Target that one. There we go. Dive kick. Bonk. Okay, does that do it? That did it. I think the AI bubble burst before the ad bubble, to be honest, because like I've been hearing like a lot of like news reports, or seeing a lot of news reports about how a lot of like AI centers are really running out of money, and the they're not generating the money that they expected that they were going to generate. So, and all the companies that invested in it, like Nvidia, just fucking over RAM and CPU and all the computer parts for it. And it's like, nope, it ain't working. It ain't working, man. Okay, can I do it? Nice. I hope that when the AI bubble does crash, that means that people can get computer parts very affordably. Because the price for everything just absolutely skyrocketed due to that. Okay, let me get this. Oh, shit. Due to that, so I'm hoping that when it crashes, like, people get RAM for dirt cheap like they used to. I'm glad I upgraded my computer when I did. I can't imagine trying to get 64 gigs of RAM nowadays. Oh, oops, gotta do it here. Okay, Barrett is done. Wait, can I actually change the... Oh, I can change the order people are in. I didn't know that. Okay, so Tifa's done, Yuffie's done, Barrett's done, Red 13 is done. Sid, I'm keeping... This will also work. So, Sid I need to do, Vincent I need to do, and Kate Shi I need to do. So let's see. Okay, so Vincent and Kate Shi are both pretty easy. Vincent, I need to get 40 kills to get to level 2, and then 96 kills to get to level 3. And then Kate Shi, I just need to do 40 kills to get to level 2. Yeah, I just gave Catastrophe to Barrett. Okay, I'm gonna do Kate Shi next, because I don't have the item for Vincent. Because Vincent's back at that waterfall, if I remember right, from what you were saying when we went and visited it. Then Cloud's level 4 is in the gold saucer, so that requires a little grinding. Yeah, Kate Shi, do him real quick. And then Vincent as well, do him, and then that just leaves Sid. Okay, I should be able to finish that, I think, pretty quickly. Because Sid's already at level 2, so he shouldn't take too long. Oh, shit. What do I have him? Okay, enemy song, or enemy skill. Then HP plus. Nice. Okay, so yeah, we'll do Kate Shi and then Vincent, then fly back and get his level 4. And then that just leaves Sid. So yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Cloud, I think, is probably going to take the longest, because I'm not sure exactly what to do with the gold saucer. I just saw that it's an item you have to buy. Or is it win? I forget. I just know it's at the gold saucer. Oh, right. I just remembered. There's because I was poor when I was a kid. I'm not well off financially as an adult either. But like when I was a kid, my family would take me to like McDonald's, and that's how I could play like certain games. Because I had an N64 at home, but we only had like 1 or 2 games, which, you know, that's more than like some people had. But I remember like most of the stuff I did on the computer would be like free games. Like I wasn't allowed, I didn't go on like Newgrounds for like those games that were on there, like the stick figure ones, or is that what they were? Was that on Newgrounds? I just remember the cool kids when we were in the computer labs would be able to show me it and I would watch them play it. But when I was on the computer, I would just play like Adventure Quest and like Neopets and Club Penguin, RuneScape, things like that. And I'm amazed that Adventure Quest is still going, because like it was an Adobe Flash game, and Adobe doesn't exist anymore, so they converted it, from what I understand, to like its own like launcher. But the thing that has me going, how are you, like, I'm just questioning how they're still in business, because I loved playing them when I was a kid, but we're trying to play them as an adult. I'm not gonna say they're terrible, but it's definitely a product of early 2000s internet. And it's cool that they're still around, able to keep making these things, but I just question, how are they earning enough money to do that? I mean, I'm not sure like how much maintenance cost it is, since they're like 2D Flash games. I'm sure they're not super duper expensive. There's no like voice acting or anything like that, and everything is made like in-house, so it's probably not like super bad. But I don't know, I just find that really impressive that they're still going 20-something odd years later. And so I know that there's also like different versions of RuneScape, because I see them on Steam, because it gets recommended to me sometimes because I play Final Fantasy 14. It's like, you like MMO, play this. It's like, I played this when I was like 10. I did download it just for shits and giggles since it is free, and I was like, I did not remember how archaic early 2000s controls were. Because like to move the camera, it's done with like the arrow keys, and that is so uncomfortable. And there's like no way I could find outside of like installing like some type of third-party extension. Yeah, true. Because it was like all just like one team, and it was like everyone that's, because like the NPCs in the game are also the people who make the game. So it'd be like their like self-insert character in the world was also like what they would like go by in like the production, which I always thought was like really cool. Like, oh, this is the character, and this is also like representation. Oh shit, didn't mean to hit my mic. Of like how they look on like on the team. But like for RuneScape, I was like amazed that because I remember a lot of early stuff with computers would have the arrow keys be used alongside the mouse. And it's just, I can't imagine doing that now because I'm so used to WASD. Like having the arrow keys like that close to the mouse is just so uncomfortable. Oh shit, what am I doing? I need to go in the forest. I'll get a lot more kills doing it that way. There we go. Do I get more XP if I have less party members? Because I was just thinking, like, once I have Vincent and Kate Shi done, if it would be easier just to have Cloud and Sid by themselves. So that way I don't have like a third person like taking XP that could go into Sid. Or I don't know if maybe not XP, but like if that will affect like getting the limit breaks, like the kills or whatever. It'd be faster just using 2 instead of 3 for Sid. I do find like it's sacrilege, I know, because I mainly play on PC now. I just don't find mouse and keyboard that comfortable. Like, I know like that's sacrilege in the gaming sphere if you have a PC for your main way of playing games, but outside of like RTSs and like some first-person shooters, I just find controller just so much more comfortable. Like, yeah, trying to play something like StarCraft without mouse and keyboard would be damn near impossible. Or playing something like Baldur's Gate, or yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 and 3. Like, trying to play Baldur's Gate with like a controller also seems like it'd be very annoying. But for like, I know it's sacrilege because Doom is like the first-person shooter, but I can't play Doom Eternal with a keyboard. There are just so many buttons, and it's just so fast-paced that it feels like trying to play a piano. It's just, there's too much shit going on. My hands need something a little closer for me to be able to hit everything. That could just be a skill issue on my part, but for something like Doom Eternal, where there's just so much shit you gotta go through at one time, it's just easier for me to just use a controller. Doom 2016, maybe because it doesn't have as much hectic shit going on, I can play with keyboard pretty easily, and same with like the old Dooms. Doom Dark Ages I didn't really have much of an issue using with a mouse either, or mouse and keyboard. Maybe it's just Doom Eternal, maybe it's just that one. That makes sense. Because I see people who play like Elden Ring and like Dark Souls with mouse and keyboard. I'm like, how on earth do you do that? That sounds like torture. Because like whenever I play like games on like my Switch, I mainly play my Switch docked, just because I find the Pro controller more comfortable than playing it like in handheld mode. Because like trying to play like games that require a lot of movement, I find just easier. Like trying to play like Bayonetta in handheld mode just sounds not fun. But playing something like Bravely Default it's actually pretty chill playing Bravely Default, since there's not a lot you gotta do, just move, press A, B most of the time. And same with like Pokemon, since it's usually pretty chill. Or Animal Crossing, that's also a very chill game. Ones that are like more intensive, I very much prefer having a controller instead of trying to do it handheld. I know Switch controllers have gyro aim as well. Or is it pronounced Euro aim? And I know like that's pretty big in like this like competitive Splatoon scene, but I can't get a hold of that. It feels like trying, like, I understand why it's more accurate, but trying to do that with like something other than like a Wiimote, I just find awkward. Okay, Kate Shi, you're done. Okay, I'm gonna give him his... Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, Kate Shi, you're done. I don't have to ever look at you again. I hate you. I just had a very bad thought. So I really don't like the Persona series, and I just now figured out why I probably instinctually hate Kate Shi. He reminds me of that little black cat fucker from Persona 5. Granted, the characters are not similar in any capacity, but they annoy me in equal amounts. Okay, swap Kate Shi out. Okay, Edgy Boy in. I have not touched you since the start of the game. I like to leave a little space there for Aerith. Okay, so... Oh, Jesus. I don't know what his... I don't know if I have his ultimate weapon. Yeah, whatever. I don't use Vincent very often. It doesn't matter. Okay, enemy skill. Okay, let's see. Okay, Vincent, I need 40 kills for level 2 and then 96 kills for level 3. Okay, so that's easy. He's just a bunch of killing. See, for me, I sold my PS4. I sold my PS4 off so I could help like pay for my PC. Because like the only reason I got a PS4 was just because the Xbox One was Garbo, and then the Wii U was also Garbo, so it was just like a matter of elimination. I didn't really have... Yeah, that's what I meant for like Cloud. For his level 4. So I didn't really have like... I didn't get the PS4 because like I liked it. It was just... I wasn't into... I didn't have a PC for gaming yet. And it was the only thing that on the market at the time really wasn't garbage. You know, for me, I just don't see a reason to buy PlayStation products anymore. Because, like, if it's spec-wise, then the PC is always going to be better. And, like, the PlayStation just doesn't make games that interest me. Like, they just keep redoing... Like, all their games are just The Last of Us over and over and over again, like, on a design-wise. So for me, I was like, you know what, I don't care about PlayStation. I don't need a PS5. There's nothing on it that isn't either A, available on PC, or B, something I actually want to play. The Switch 2, for me, I just really liked it. It's really good. Like, just the improvement alone on old Switch 1 titles is really great. Just seeing things that are no longer stuck at sub 30 or 30 FPS. And having ones that, I swear, this Pokemon games have got to be... They are running at more than 60 if I were to take a guess. Which is honestly impressive. And then also being able to get games like Resident Evil 9 and be able to have that like on the go is like, wow, that's really cool. Because I know Final Fantasy VII Remake came out this week for the Switch one. It's just been dominating the sales there, which makes me happy. Even if I don't like the remake very much, I like that it's selling well. It's like, yay! Maybe they can put that money towards other things. Because I think making Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy VII Remake and like a couple of their other games, like the Kingdom Hearts series, was exclusive to like Epic for a while. I think Square made a lot of dumb decisions making exclusivity deals for things that people just weren't gonna buy it on. And I feel like with how much money they're making from it being on Switch 2, they're gonna go, yeah, that was a very bad idea to make exclusivity deals. We should just go multi-plat from the start. Which I think they said going forward, everything's gonna be like multi-plat from now on, no more PlayStation only for 2 years. What do you mean we didn't make any money? Because I know they made that one game, Foam Stars, which was supposed to be like PlayStation's version of Splatoon. And they were, I remember them advertising it so much, and then it just instantly flopped. It's like, Square, why would... And then they shadow released, what was it, Neo The World Ends With You on Steam, and had like no advertisement for it. The game people actually wanted. And there's like very baffling decisions on like which games they prioritize and advertise, because I remember they advertised a shit ton out of Forspoken, and that I don't remember if that was PlayStation exclusive for a while as well, because I know it's on Steam now. I just don't remember if it was limited just to there at first. I think they're good, or fun. The only one I think is actually bad is Scarlet and Violet. I think that it released in a literally unplayable state. Just bad, not great story, not great gameplay. But all the others I've enjoyed. I haven't really had the giant issues people seem to have with it. I do completely agree though that they do not need to be releasing one a year, because that is... From what I've seen, it isn't Nintendo, because they only have a third of the interest. They don't have much control over it. It's mainly the Pokemon Company. Because I know that the new game being made by Game Freak, it looks pretty good. And they've been working on it for a while outside of the Pokemon Company's crunch. But no, I do agree that Pokemon Company is not great. I don't think that they should be making games every year and pushing it the way that they do, because it's clearly burning out the staff. I'm not familiar with Pokemon's universe. Is that The only like fan game I remember was one on PC on the Flash, or was it Adobe Flash? I remember it had the sprite work from like Emerald, and it was like one that like, I don't know if it was like an MMO, but it was like there were other players and you would just like walk around and it wouldn't even have like walk animations. And you would just find things, or like find like Pokemon. Some of them would be like colored differently. Yeah, I just don't really know how to fix the issue that is with like, because like it's for the Pokemon Company, they want all these games being made because it has to line up with the card game, it has to line up with the anime, it has to line up with the merch. And it's like, oh, we're just gonna have you guys making it, and you get a very, like, I remember when it got leaked how much money they give their games, and it's like $10 million for a game. It's like, you give them $10 million in 1 year? You're fucking insane if you're expecting, like, they make, like, I still enjoy them, but I definitely think, like, I think the main issue isn't like Game Freak or Nintendo. I think it's mainly the Pokemon Company pushing them as hard as they do, so that they line up with all the other things that they have to release for it. Which I understand, like, why they, that part, because if they say we gotta delay the game, and they go, okay, well now we gotta delay. Yeah, I don't see how to fix it without them just delaying everything. That's the thing. I think, realistically, they should have a new Pokemon game every 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years. Because I remember when I was a kid, it was like one game per gen. Or not necessarily, because like there was Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon Red and Blue for the Game Boy. Then there was Gold and Silver for the Game Boy Color. Then Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald for Game Boy Advance. And then you had the remake. Like, they started pushing more and more and more as the games went on, as the series went on. I think realistically it would be better if they just had like one big game for like one console generation. That might not be realistic just due to like how much money or the Pokemon Company wants, presumably. But if I were to take a guess at what would be most healthy, I would probably do that, because that's what they used to do back in the early days. And just like how much development costs and how long games take to make nowadays, I think that would probably be the healthiest. Because it's not like the Game Boy and DS days where you can pump games out quickly. I think they just need longer time. I just don't know like how, like, the business-wise, like how they would be able to convince like shareholders and bigwigs and, you know, the people that don't actually do the work but collect the money. Of like, we gotta delay this, we gotta just do one big project, not do a bunch of different projects. Outside of just like getting more people involved. Which could also be a good idea, is like, hey, Daddy Nintendo, please help us for love of God. You know, send someone from like Monolith Soft to do the Xenoblade and like the Breath of the Wild games. Like, hey, can we have some help, please? And then I just don't know, like, I don't know like any of the backdoor dealings. So I don't know how much Nintendo has like power over it outside of just publishing. Because they don't really seem to be that involved outside of like just publishing the games. Yeah, it's just a bad situation. I feel bad for people that work at Game Freak that get crushed and crunched as bad as they do. Because I can tell that they really do want to make good shit, and I still like what they make. I haven't heard that, but I wouldn't doubt it. Because I know that Pokemon Sun and Moon which I think those are probably actually my favorite ones narratively. Because I really like the story in Sun and Moon. I really like those ones. But from what I understand, when people, like, dumped it for the 7 Seas, they found that it's absolutely spaghetti coated. Like, every time Lily shows up in a scene, it's a completely different Lily model. Because they just couldn't figure out how to get her model to, like, move around the game world, I guess. I'm not a programmer, so I don't know how it works. But if you, like, check the game files, there's, like a billion different Lilies in it. Which, haha, funny joke, because Lily's waifu, so just imagine having that many of her, but that's just incompetent. Okay, fuck. What's this made on? RPG Maker? For Pokemon Xenoverse, I'm looking at like a screenshot of it. Because it looks kind of like a fusion, like art-wise, of what they did. Like, the models are bigger. They're more like how they look in, like in Black and White and... not Platinum. More like Black and White, but it's done in the 2D style that you saw in, like, Emerald. Was this made in, like, RPG Maker? Yeah, I'm googling. I'm checking like screenshots first. Because I'm trying to like figure out what's this made in. Alien Beast, Death Gigas. He's so edgy. How do you think they're gonna have Vincent play in? Because Vincent's not in Remake Part 2, right? How do you think they're gonna have him play in Remake Part 3? Do you think they're gonna go full like third-person shooter mode with him, like they did? Like, are they gonna make it more like a Resident Evil style third-person shooter? Or do you think they're gonna keep it more like how he played in Dirge of Cerberus, just updated a little bit? Yeah, these things aren't worth it. That makes sense, because I remember when I played Remake, that Barret was very slow. Like, you would lock onto the enemy, just shooting them. He was not very agile, so making Vincent like that but more agile makes sense. But also just the notion of I don't know, I just find it hilarious picturing them like playing like Resident Evil or like some cover shooter and going, yes, yes, this is what Vincent shall be. Just the mental image just makes me laugh. I know realistically that's not what they're gonna do, but just absolutely funny in my head picturing Vincent Valentine in the Resident Evil pose. Or not pose, but like the way the camera is, like the way Leon looks. He has his gun up like Leon. really hope Resident Evil 9 is good. It looks really good so far, but I am kind of worried it might end up... I'm hoping it doesn't end up like 6, where it just kind of clashes. Because they said, like, Grace is supposed to be, like, the survival horror aspect, and she's supposed to be, like, all scared and spooky. And then Leon, you get the good Resident Evil 4-style campy combat, with Leon just absolutely kicking ass and taking names, which I feel could clash very poorly if they don't pace it correctly. Because imagine going from like a scene with Grace that's absolutely shit your pants terrifying, and then very next scene it's Leon kicking someone's face in, making a quip. So I hope that there isn't like too much tonal backlash between the two, and that they manage to make it gel properly. That game comes out soon, actually. Hang on, when does that come out? It comes out February... Oh, it comes out next month. I thought it was coming out like a couple days. Yeah, that's what they've shown, like, in the trailers. They've shown it going from first person and third person. So I'm curious if that's, like, something you can swap between with both characters, or if they're doing, like, a fusion where, like, Grace is meant to be all spooky, and it's gonna be like Resident Evil 7, where it's in first person, and then Leon, it's gonna be more like Resident Evil 4 Remake, where it's third person. I'm curious if that's something you can swap between for both, or if it's just gonna be one for each character. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm just worried about the pacing. Because it seems like Resident Evil... I love Resident Evil. I'm not saying this like it's a bad thing. But it seems like the series has a secular development history where it goes from survival horror to action horror to just pure action. And then the pure action flops, and then they just go back to pure horror, and then slowly devolves back into action. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't end up like that. Yeah, from what I've seen in the trailer, it looks really good, because like Leon has the axe. It's meant to be... I'm not sure how it's going to work, if it's going to function like the knife did. Because I remember the most recent trailer I saw is he gives Grace one of his guns, which I'm assuming is going to have not a lot of ammo, so Grace is going to have to like scavenge for ammo and stuff. Because I remember seeing during like the middle of a fight, Leon pulls out a whetstone and sharpens his axe before resuming fighting the zombie. It's like, Leon, you don't have to style on every single person you fight, my man. You don't have to aura farm 24/7. You look great, but still. No, I hope Leon doesn't die. Like, I'm curious like what's gonna happen with the story, but that's my main thing. I hope Leon doesn't die. I hope that they aren't making this like Leon's big grand finale. Like, that's why they brought him back from the game for this game after 2 and 4. This is meant to be like his grand finale. I really hope they don't do that. I don't want to see... I don't know how I would react if I saw Leon die. Not like dying in gameplay, because, you know, that's expected, but like get killed off permanently. I don't know if I could... I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see Leon die. I know he's an old man, but still. You know, I want the Resident Evil characters that are old now to, you know, retire, spend their last couple days drinking on the beach. I don't want to see Leon die horrifically. That would just... I don't think that'd be a good end for him. Well, I mean, I guess it would be narratively fine, because it would make sense that Leon would die sometime in the field of service, because like he's spent his entire life fighting monsters and protecting people, so it would make sense for his character. But it's just like, I don't want to see it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream it when it comes out. I remember hearing that Jill was supposed to be in Resident Evil 9, and I was excited for that, because I remember when the leaks first started coming out, that it was gonna be Jill and Leon, and I was like, oh, that's a cool combo. I don't think we've seen Jill and Leon work together. And it turned out it was Grace, and it was like early trailers just Grace by herself. So it's like, oh, okay, so we're doing like an Ethan Winters thing. We're doing a new character. Granted, apparently she's like the daughter of a character from like one of the spin-off games, but you know what I mean. And then it's like, oh, and Leon's in it. It's like, ah. We haven't seen Jill in a while. I mean, there is Resident Evil 3 remake, but that game's... it's whatever, it's not great. It's not terrible, it's not great. You know, I want to see Jill, I want to see Claire, because they haven't been in games recently. I mean, their most recent games that they were, like, the main character in were the Revelation games, which... those are spin-offs, so I don't think very many people... I mean, people play them, but not as much as, like, mainline entries. Or Rebecca. Rebecca hasn't been in a game in a long-ass time. Assuming Rebecca's still alive. Or even, you know, gets involved in that kind of stuff anymore. Okay, and do that. Yeah, Rebecca from Zero. She's in the first one as well, just as an NPC. And then she's just not, like, in any of the other games after that, I don't think. She's in a couple of the movies, but I don't really watch those. I just remember, like, seeing, like, clips of it. I'm like, oh, cool, Rebecca's here. Because I know there's, like, the really crappy live-action Resident Evils that have nothing to do with the games. And then there's, like, the... oh, is she actually retired? That makes sense why she's not in anything else. Because I know, like, story-wise, she's just in 0 and 1. I didn't know that, like, officially her character, like, retired from all the bioterrorism stuff. Well, not even bioterrorism, she was just a cop. She didn't sign up for that. I'm still disappointed they haven't continued the storyline with Chris of the BSAA turning and becoming like a bioterrorist group. After, like, in 5, that's what organization Chris is with. And then they set that up in 7 and then in 8 as well. And they just don't do anything with it. Maybe they'll do it in Resident Evil 9, but I highly doubt it. Or, not 9, 10. Because 9 seems like it's gonna be like a Leon story and a... oh, there we go. Okie dokie. Okay, then to the submarine. Yep, I remember. Because it's in a little cave you gotta use the submarine to get to. Because I remember Emerald gave me a heart attack trying to get over there. Okay, subs here. Oh. Dive. Where's Emerald? Okay, where... I remember it's in a little cave and you gotta go up. I just forget where it is. This way. Oh. No, no, no. This is where that key was. I think. Is it? Yeah. Very chill music. The fact I have not seen Emerald fills me with absolute terror and dread. Okay, maybe here? I think this is it. Oh, yep, there. Ah, no shit. How do I get out? Get out. God damn it. How do I get out? I feel very stupid. Why can't I escape? I must escape. I cannot escape. Oh, goodness. Because I am pretty sure. Oh, this? There we go. It's finicky. Lucretia. Received death. Death penalty. Chaos. Oh, is that like his best weapon? I feel like Vincent was artificially like, not to knock his character, because he is like, I do like his backstory and stuff, but I feel like design-wise, I feel like he was intentionally designed to be as appealing to like emo teenage girls, which I know that those weren't really a thing in 1997. But I feel like he was designed more specifically to be fan service for ladies, which I find funny because I feel like it backfired, because most girls I know who are into the guys in Final Fantasy VII mainly found Cloud and Sephiroth hot. So I've never really seen girls who like get as excited for Vincent as they get excited for like Cloud and Sephiroth, which I just find very funny. Oh, whoops. Because like, I remember when I was younger, you know, like when Advent Children and things like that, like girls really, like girls that were into nerdy shit really liked Cloud and Sephiroth. I remember, oh, what do I see in the darkness? I know Crony, because I watch her. She's like the main VTuber I watch. She's my Kamiyoshi. I know that she's talked about how like hasn't really played very many Final Fantasy games, but she's read a lot of fan fiction involving Cloud and Sephiroth. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you're saying, Crony. I get it. I get ya. Oh, and even texturing there. Okay, so that just leaves Sid. Gotta get his, and then everyone's good. Nope, we ain't fighting you, Ruby. Okay, where's that bloody mountain? There it is. Oh, whoops. True, yeah. I feel like not just girls, but like in general, like a lot of people who would have bullied me for being into weeb shit now are probably into it, because I got bullied for it, for being into nerdy weeb shit. And like the girls I knew who were also into it usually get bullied by other girls for being into nerdy weeb shit. I put Yuffie in there just because she's not as high a level as Tifa is. So just getting a couple extra levels from just being here with Sid probably help her out. Cloud and Tifa are almost same level. Yuffie's not. She's the third party member I'm gonna focus on. So, be good to have that. Okie dokie. Much appreciated for you stopping by the stream. I'm just gonna get Sid up to where he needs to be. I'm gonna get his unlocked, and then I'll do the Chocobo grind next week because it's about time I usually call it. So I'm just gonna get Sid done real quick, and then I'll dip out as well. Laters. Okay, so where do I have Sid at? Okay, so he has hyper jump. Yeah, boop, boop, boop. Okay, so I gotta do the limit break 6 times, and then 136 kills, and then 5 times. Okay, that's fine. That shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna be right back, just gotta get some more water. I'm back. Okay, what was it? 6 limit breaks. Okay. That's not too bad. Alright. Doot 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 doot. Get no xenomorph. Alright, just kill them wolves. Oh, xenomorph. Oh, hand. Gotta use that item. Where is it? Hyper on Sid. Then, crap, I should've. Damn it. Alright, that should do it. My goodness, Sid. How much was it? 6? Let's see. 6. Yep. 6 times. So I just gotta do it 5 more. Da, 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 do, da. Wait, what's today? Today's Friday. Oh, shit, I gotta watch Fearin'. I completely forgot what day it was. It's Fearin' Friday. Okay, so yeah, once I'm done with this, I gotta watch that. And Fearin' is such a good anime. Not even like anime, just like in general, it's just great. That show's so good. I remember seeing on Twitter that apparently the puppet duel fight that they had in the previous episode was, what's the word? It's not mocap, because that's with 3D effects. It's shit, what's it called? It's the thing where it's on the tip of my tongue. What is it? It's like Smiling Friend says it a lot, where like it's a real life thing, and then they just like kind of not trace over it, but copy it so that they can animate it. and did that for the puppet scenes, which is why it looks so good. And that apparently, like, the original idea was to have it actually be like actual puppets in the scene, but apparently some executives said that'd be too different. That'd be too weird. Get rid of it. Which is kind of a bummer, because that was like I would have thought it'd been really cool if they went with actually including the puppets. It's like a lot of the animation, especially during like the end credits, are really just so like artistic and just really well done and just so cool. That's kind of a bummer that they didn't do that as well to have like those puppets. I feel like it really would have helped stand out even more. Okay, so he has that just helping level it up. Can I put... Nah. Yeah, once we got Sid done, then we can just slap his ultimate weapon on and just call it a day. Ooh, Xeno. Lucky. Oh, whoops, I forgot to... Goofy, do a little curing there. Sid's still pretty low. It's up a regen, I don't know. This is number 3, I think? 3 of 6 or 3 of 5? 6, okay. It does pretty good damage. I can definitely see why people use him a lot. Oh no, the back shots. Da 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 da. Okay, good. That got him all healed up. Snap shit. Gotta kill that thing. Okay, manipulate that. Defend. Kick. Limit. Okay, this should be 4 out of 6. Yeah! Doggos! I do not want you. Xeno? Xeno. Jump. Oh. Heal. This should be number 5, so almost done. Good damage. Okay, so unless I miscounted, this next one should be the last one. Xeno? Yeah! Okay, then manipulate. Dive kick. Dive kick. Oh, shit. Okay, this should be the last one, I think. Dragon. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I need to... Okay, what is it now? Okay, so now it's 136 kills and then 5 limit breaks. Okay. Okay, so now, let's say 136? 136, okay, so just go in the forest, kill a bunch of stuff, and then, how much is it? 5 limit breaks after that. That's not too bad. So should have it done pretty soon. And then that means everyone has their limit breaks. Hey, there's a movie I've been trying to watch. I keep putting it off because, like, I watched about 20 minutes of it and I found it rather unsettling, which is, you know, kind of the point of it. But it's called Begotten. I saw it on Twitter, just like a screenshot of it with, like, the movie caption. And I was like, this looks very intriguing. It's a 1989 black and white film, and it's meant to look like a really old, like older than that. It's meant to look like something from the 20s with like the film quality, and it definitely looks it. It's a very, very art house film, very avant-garde, very... It's a silent film as well. There's like no dialogue. There's sound effects and music, but there's no dialogue. It's a very unsettling movie, though. Just like from the little I have seen of it, I was definitely creeped out. And like every second of it just felt very uncomfortable. I want to watch the rest of it. Like, I need to actually have like a chance to like sit down and watch it in full. Because like the worst thing you can do for anything, like a movie or a show, is to just put it on as background noise and then just dick around on your phone or whatever. Because at that point, you're not actually engaging with the film or the show. You know, you're just having it on as background noise while you interact with other stuff. Which I'm not a big proponent of. If you're going to interact with any form of art, I think you should give it your entire attention. I feel like it's partially like also a reason why like a lot of Netflix shows and movies are just garbage. Because like apparently like people who work for like the script writing and things like that for Netflix have come out and said, yeah, we're told we have to write the scripts a certain way to accommodate people who are second screening, where they just have us on as background noise while their main focus is on like TikTok or social media or whatever. It's like, I would hate to be a writer trying to write a movie and the people who are bankrolling it telling me, yeah, dumb it down, make your characters say everything that they're doing, explaining the entire scene so that someone who's not watching it can follow along. It's like, well, I would hope that they were watching my movie and not just listening to it. Ooh, we're getting lucky with these mushroom pulls. Look at you, Cloud, standing proud. The only one smart enough to equip a ribbon. It looks nice in your hair. Okay, so hopefully this shouldn't take too much longer. I'm not sure like the exact count. 130 something. What is that? 3, 5. Okay, so there's 6 of them each time. It's about 20-ish. No, a little over like 20 times, assuming I get these guys every single time. Which sounds like a lot, but a little grinding never hurt no one. Get him, Sid. Oh. You missed, Sid. Nice job, Sid. Ooh la la, the HP plus went up. I'm gonna have to redo like the materia once I get this all done. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. It's like a Cloud. I feel like Cloud's gonna be the hard one to actually have materia for. Because Yuffie is like the Black Mage summoner, where she gets like Bahamut, Ultima, Comet, things contain, things like that. Then Tifa is more physical, like steel, double cut, things like that. Cloud, I'm not really sure what to give him. Because I do want him to be like the white mage. So he does have like Phoenix and then like ones based around like healing. But like offensive skills, I'm not too sure what to give him. Creativity art, we don't have like all the materia yet. We still have like Knights of the Round and then like a couple of other really powerful ones that we can only access with the gold chocobo. So maybe once I got like all those, we'll get a better idea of what to do. Because like Yuffie and Tifa, I more or less have figured out. It's mainly Cloud that I'm having issues with. Da da da. Okay, is that... Okay, that's mastered. Okay. Okay, get that one up. Okay, so then he can get that other one up all the way, so that'd be good. So if I can have two mastered one and the other one's like level 3 or 4, that'd be pretty good. I can't wait to have Tifa back in the party. I miss my girl. Nice job, Cloud. Mushrooms. Oh, enough with your lasers, Mr. Mushroom. I want to kill you. There you go, Sid. Wipe them out. Drag. Yes, okay. Actually, let me use these sources as well. I'll put these on Tifa, Vitality, and Strength. Okay, good. So he's almost there. Let's gotta do it 5 times, and then we are set. So almost there, almost there. Okay, get a free heal, then head out for the last little bit of grind. Ah, shit. No, I haven't. Cloud, Sid, you're a dick. You ever see the play Loveless? No. Yeah, I figured someone like you wouldn't be much on plays. You ever see the play Loveless? Yes. Yeah, really? Well, that's fine. I've been doing that play every summer since I was a kid. I remember seeing it just once. That was when I was in Midgard training to be a pilot. I had some free time and thought I'd catch the play. Now, I'm no big fan of the theater or anything, but this thing put me to sleep just like I thought it would. Finally, during the last scene, the guy next to me woke me up telling me my snoring was too loud. It's about all I remember of that play is the end, and the sister of the lead asks her lover, "Do you really have to leave?" And the guy says, "I made a promise. The people I love are waiting." I don't understand, not at all, but take care of yourself. Of course, I'll come back. Oh, this is still in the play. Fuck, I messed it up. Of course, I'll come back to you. Even if you don't promise to wait, I'll return knowing you'll be here. I remember thinking when I heard those lines, what the hell is he talking about? But you know, now I'm not so sure. I think I understand. Yet, keep pressing the wrong button. And to the aliens we go. No alien. Park. Da 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 do da dee da da. What is a Luciole nut? Oh, just 5 xenomorphs. That's all I need. That is all that is required. It's just 5 of them. Okay, so hopefully that one gets mastered before we can finish that. Yeah, Bahamut still has a lot, but that's not a huge deal. Okay, I'm not sure if, not sure who I'm gonna slap the one that's at level 3 on. So if I can get this last one maxed out, that would be really, really good. God damn it, I need xenomorphs. Oh well, at least it's gonna give me points to hopefully get that leveled up completely. And then I can just slap that, I guess, on Yuffie for now, and then give Sid the other one that needs to level up. Because Yuffie seems like the weakest one so far. Or, she's definitely weaker than, like, Yuffie and Cloud are. So maybe she would need, like, the more HP just because she's a bit more of a glass cannon. There's one, finally. Oh, I gotta put that on Sid. Alright, that's 1 out of 5. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that's 1 out of 5. 20% away. Oh, goody. That's number 2. Oh, shit. Got him. Okay. Number 2. Alright, that's 2 out of 6, or 2 out of 5. Are we halfway there, or are we halfway there? Oh, that didn't go down as much as I thought it would. Okay, it's just got 3 more. 3 more, we can do it. Oh, well, now we're getting really lucky. Okay, that's 3 out of 5. Almost done. I just realized I have not paid attention to the actual like level up screen. So I'm curious if it actually like tells you how much AP you earn, because I have not been paying attention to that. Come on. Come on now. Just 2 more Xenos and then we're good to go. Ugh, dogs. My luck could not continue. My luck wavers. The gods have abandoned me. Xeno? Xeno. Okay, manipulate. Okay, this is gonna be 4 out of 5. Just 1 more after this. Oh, the grind's almost done for limit breaks, and then just gotta worry about the chocobos, which hopefully doesn't take forever. Because after that, then I can more or less... I think that's it. Because once you get the gold chocobo, then you can go get like all the super powerful materia, then you can get like Knights of the Round. I could try to do like Ruby and Emerald. As like Sid, or Cloud, and Yuffie and Tifa are in their 60s. I don't know if you actually need to be like max level 99 to do it, because when I was looking online, like some people can do it in the 60s and 70s depending on your materia setup. So I could probably maybe do Emerald and Ruby. I do know that like I can finish the game, which would be nice to actually like be done with it, because I've always, you know, Final Fantasy is my favorite game series. I've only beaten about half of them. I've played every numbered entry, but I've only beaten half. So it'd be nice to have this one on the finish list. I realized I forgot to heal. Oh, it's almost there. Almost there. Oh, there it is. That's the last one. Last one. Okay, and that should do her. All right, last one. Make it count, Sid. Yes, okay. Alright, so... Alright, good, great, awesome. Okay, so I am going to call it there for tonight. Well, not a lot. Well, there's not much story progress we can do now, because like the only thing in the main story we have to do is just go fight and kill Sephiroth. So like, for like getting all the limit breaks and stuff, that was a lot of good progress. Got all the limit breaks, so now we just have to do the gold chocobo grind to get that, and then that lets us go grab like all the really awesome materia. And then, yeah, like I said, after that, the only thing that's left, as far as I know, is just taking on Ruby and Emerald if I feel like doing it, or just going and kicking Sephiroth's ass. Sephiroth's ass? That's a mouthful. Wait a minute. Yep, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a good one. Bye-byes.